time for tag team action here at R&R Wrestling Rampage, the first ever Slam Rest TV live stream. R&R here asking the support of the audience. It looks like the audience is getting behind them here tonight. And now we have a collar elbow lockup in the middle of the ring. R&R ready to show how he can fare against the black and green Mean Machine. Dylan Broda with a rear waist lock over Arthur. Arthur turning it into one of his own. Has a tight rear waist lock, but I think Dylan Broda gave a back elbow and another one to the face of R&R right there. Now has the rear waist lock over Arthur. Dylan Broda definitely has the experience advantage over here, but looks like R&R taking him over beautifully right there. Dylan Broda attacking the face, raking the eyes of R&R, therefore him having to relinquish the hold. And now Dylan Broda with a front face lock, a headlock over R&R. Turning it down very technically into a hammer lock from behind. R&R needs to come up with a different game plan if he wants to escape this hold. Turning it into a hammer lock of his own. A very technical matchup so far here in Pakahuane. But look at that. A very grits and gravy escape from that hammer lock. Dylan Broda stomping the toes, the feet of R&R. But look at this. A beautiful drop toe hold by the Estonian. Has him in a headlock on the ground right now, but look at that. Dylan Broda with a handful of hair, and the referee definitely caught that one. R&R has that headlock tied in, turning it into a front face lock over Dylan Broda. Now in the corner, both tussling here. Looks like Dylan Broda wants to have control of the situation, to no one's amusement. Goes for a punch, but R&R up and underneath. It goes for a slap, but Dylan Broda cowering in the corner. Look at that. Cowardice from Dylan Broda. Thumbs R&R into the eye. Trying to regain control of the situation. And a closed fist onto the face of the young Estonian. Referee Damo definitely saw that one and telling Dylan Broda to leave himself out of that. Go back to school, says Dylan Broda to the referee here. R&R from the ropes. Beautiful handspring into a beautiful clothesline, taking the Canadian down. Fireman's carry, up and over goes Dylan Broda. R&R on fire right here tonight. 3 fireman's carry. Look at that. Dylan Broda jumping to escape the situation. And here comes the man who is a mix between a gazelle and a rhinoceros. Amy Helen. Club to the back of R&R right there. Now just viciously attacking the young Estonian. Has a front face lock, but R&R picks him up from his legs and now just wailing onto him with those hammer fists. R&R being the sportsman-like competitor right here. Relinquishes the hold and tags into the boxer from Porvoo, Mika Forsström. Double Irish whip sent from the ropes. Beautiful back elbow by these two. They have it under control right now. And a double elbow drop. R&R needs to get out of the ring right now and let Mika Forsström take control. That pinfall should have already been a 2 count, but the referee had his eyes elsewhere, I think. Attacking Amy Helen with some elbow shots right there. And a beautiful open arm chop, open hand chop, should I say. Into the corner with a beautiful European uppercut. Now has a gut wrench applied. Up and over goes Amy Helen. Dylan Broda luckily saving the situation for the black and green Mean Machine. Outside the ring right there, we see Lord Coxworth with his beautiful cane and Union Jack Gecko. Just a second ago, he was sharing the commentary duties with me, but now he's in there managing his team. And look at this, we have pandemonium inside the ring right there. All 4 competitors inside the ring. This has turned into a tornado matchup right here. Do-si-do go the two, and outside the ring goes the black and green Mean Machine onto the concrete here at Pakkahuone, Tampere, Finland. Rock and Wrestling Rampage action, Slam Wrestling Finland. We have it for you here tonight. Outside the ring, the black and green Mean Machine seem to have some sort of a rendezvous, maybe going over their strategy for the matchup. But look at this, R&R with a beautiful sliding basement dropkick onto the back of both Dylan Broda and Amy Helen. Look at this, high-risk maneuver coming up. The young Estonian up on the top rope, crashing down onto the free in the ground, and they almost took one of the spectators in with them. Oh my sweet baby Jesus. Look at that. All of them on the ground right now, but up in the apron is the young Estonian R&R. Jumping down to the ground right now, we have the match going on outside. Looks like R&R did take Amy Helen back inside the ring. But Mika Forsström and Dylan Broda fighting at the outside, and Forsström eats a face full of ring posts right there. Seems to have hurt his shoulder in that impact, and here comes R&R, but look at that. Dylan Broda grabbing his leg from the outside, and what is Lord Coxworth doing in the side right there? Look at this. The referee now complaining, and Lord Coxworth mixing up the situation right there. Amy Helen could have easily had the third 3 count right there if Lord Coxworth wasn't befuddling his mind. Amy Helen still inside the ring with R&R, who's holding on to his knee right there. Looks like he might have hurt it in that collision in the outside. A top rope crossbody to the concrete. Amy Helen shoving R&R's face first into that boot of Dylan Broda. It looks like Dylan Broda is the legal wrestler inside the ring right now, up on the second turnbuckle. Amy Helen holding it. Axe handle, dropping it on down to the young Estonian, who is in dire straits right now. And a cocky pin from Dylan Broda. The referee even sees that it wasn't a pin, it was more of a choke hold applied by the shin of Dylan Broda. I'm not ringing any bell, Lord Coxworth. I do not have the ring bell, and I do not decide when a match ends and when it doesn't. Dylan Broda inside the ring, having his way with the young R&R from Estonia. And a beautiful side rib backbreaker. From the backbreaker, Dylan Broda himself goes for a pinfall. 1, 2, 2 count only. That's not going to be enough to keep R&R down for the 3. Dylan Broda stays in on the attack, laying those knees to the kidneys of R&R. Drops a elbow to the back of the neck. A blatant chop. A nasty, vicious, open hand chop to the upper back of R&R right there. Dylan Broda Irish whipping him off of the ropes. In comes R&R. High angle backdrop, and that'll take your legs from out underneath you right there. Goes for a pinfall. 1, 2. R&R kicking out even before the count of 2 right there. Dylan Broda cannot believe his eyes. But that was definitely no fast count by the referee Teemu right there. R&R trying to fight back. He loses his footing very fast. This is going to be a big measurement for the young R&R. Only his second professional bout inside the wrestling ring. And Amy Helen piggybacking. Dylan Broda crashing onto the lower back of R&R right there. Archer's back must be killing it right now. He has to make it for the pinfall. Oh, look at that. Vicious scoop slam by Amy Helen. Seems to be having his way with young R&R right there. Irish whip rope to rope. Goes for a clothesline. Under the clothesline and back elbow. Here comes R&R and eats a nasty power slam. 1, 2, Still not enough to keep the Estonian down for the 3 count. That was a beautiful high velocity power slam by young Amy Helen, but still not enough to keep the Estonian down for the 3 count. Irish whip, here comes R&R. Dylan Broda now has him in the back suplex position, crashing down with a backbreaker. Up and over, look at that guillotine decapitation to R&R. 1, 2, still kicking out from underneath the pin. How can he still be in this matchup? R&R, a young man out of Estonia, but he's made of iron and steel. Face first into the corner turnbuckle. Open knife edge chop from Dylan Broda. R&R needs to make a tag to his partner, Mika Forsström. I'm losing my words right here. He's fighting back to Dylan Broda. Look at this. Open arm chop, open hand chop, knife edge chop. And they're just going at each other right here. Laying it into each other. R&R just answering a look at the grimace on the face of Dylan Broda. Backstabber out of nowhere. That definitely has to be with if he gets the pinfall straight away. He's going for it right here. 1, 2. I'm at a loss for words. How does R&R still kick out from the pinfall? Even after the backstabber. Here comes Amy Helen. Hits his own tag team partner with that clothesline. R&R makes the tag right there. In comes the boxer, Mika Forsström. Lays a nasty blow into the midsection of Dylan Broda. Gut wrench suplex to Dylan Broda right there. But look at that nasty vicious kick from Amy Helen. A front kick taking out Mika Forsström. And now they're just laying it onto him in the corner right there. Both stomping a mud hole. Up and over right now, a double Irish whip. Go for the clothesline. Here comes Mika Forsström taking them both down with a clothesline of his own. Back in control of the situation is the boxer from Porvoo, kicking out Amy Helen from the ring. Tags into his partner who has had his rest right now. The legal wrestler inside the ring, R&R with Dylan Broda. What do they have coming here? Looks like they might be going for a double suplex. Easily up and over. Flies Dylan Broda, R&R for the pin. 1, 2. Dylan Broda still able to kick out from underneath the pin before the count of 3. And outside the ring we have Amy Helen crashing into Mika Forsström. Action everywhere here tonight at R&R Rampage. Inside the ring right now we have an Irish whip by Dylan Broda. Here comes R&R. What is he going for here? An unbelievable tombstone punch over 1, 2, 3. And they get the pinfall. R&R. No. The wrestler has not, R&R has not gotten the pinfall. I thought that was definitely it. Referee Tam was saying that that was not a 3 count. That was not it. R&R off of the ropes. What is he? Oh my God. Lord Coxworth just hit him with that cane, but the referee didn't see it. 1, 2, and 3. We have the win right there. The Black and Green Mean Machine.
And the winners of the match are Backbreaker, Dylan Broda, and Amy Helen.
The winners of this matchup, the Backbreaker, Dylan Broda, and the Black and Green Mean Machine. With Amy Helen and Lord Coxworth, not a very clean victory, in my opinion. R&R with that beautiful twisting tombstone pile driver to Dylan Broda, but that was not enough for the 3 count. I cannot believe it still, because I was definitely sure that was going to be it. And then, out of nowhere, Lord Coxworth hits the back of R&R with that cane that he has in his hands right there. Not a very clean win for the Black and Green Mean Machine, but a win nevertheless. It's easy to smile with those two right there. The Black and Green Mean Machine taking their adulation from the audience. I'm not too sure if they're happy about the whole win. Seems to be a lot of discommotion going on right there. I see a lot of thumbs pointing downwards. Slowly making their way out of the ring right there. I do see a lot of downwards pointed thumbs and a lot of upwards pointed middle fingers at the same time. Not too surprised about that. Dylan Broda's neck must be killing him right now after that beautiful twisting tombstone pile driver, a reverse tombstone pile driver by the young Arthur Arter. They have made their way out, and looks like Lord Coxburgh still celebrating the victory of the Black and Green Mean Machine.